That's my mother name.
What's up guys, KW175 back with another Pokemon Duel video, and this is Pokémon Gen 3 Tournament, the finals, and we are going up against Suru, also known as D Destiny from the D Clan, or D Who Am I. He's got a couple different accounts, so we're going to jump into the matchup right away. It's best of 3. He's got 2 Sableye, he's got the Grovyle into Sceptile, Combuskin into Blaziken, Kyogre, and he's got the Vibrava into Flygon. Now, the rules are simple. Best of 3. You have to use Pokemon from Gen 3, and you have to use at least 1 Kyogre or a Groudon. And then you're allowed 2 additional EXs, and then the rest is whatever you want to use. So, man, that Sceptile is going to be a monster. He's got a lot of chain levels. Our Sableye hopefully will counter his Combuskin and his Vibrava, and if we can land gold into his other Sableye. Now, the interesting thing is he has Dark Sphere. That's going to negate our ability to pass by his Sableye with our Sableye. We have the Phantom Sphere, so, you know, if he's able to take over our entry points, we're going to be able to get our Sableye back out onto the field if his other Sableye are on our entry point, or if he has another figure that is status. So, I don't know, using that Dark Sphere is a pretty good idea. Wasn't something I thought about, so he is going to play it. I'm going to go defensive. We start this match off really defensive. We want to be able to choose the matchups. This is the final matchup. This is the final bracket, guys. It's the final. I think there was like 64 different brackets, so, you know, it's been one heck of a ride, and however this turns out, whoever wins, it's been a great tournament. So, you know, big shout out to Pokefodder for putting this on for all of us. It's been really fun, but we want to win it, guys. We've came this far. All we need, one more win, you know, one more win. We got to win 2 matches in total, but, you know, if we can win against Suru or D Who Am I, then we will win the entire tournament. So he's got a couple of X speeds. This was definitely a misplay on my part. You know, moving up, now we could have hit gold into a single Leaf Blade, but he hit a double Leaf Blade, and that just destroys our entire wheel. So now he has a huge threat with an evolved Sceptile. And I'm not too happy about that. So I do kind of want to bait him down, and I will definitely double chance my Combuskin, try to go for the Cyclone Kick into his Leaf Blade. I'm going to max revive, bring out my Sableye that has the Phantom Sphere and has the gold expanded chain level 10. And, you know, if he wants to come at me with an X speed with his Combuskin, which he's going to, as long as we land gold, we have a really good shot. All right, good job, Sableye. Good job, Sableye. We hit the gold. We stop him from getting a second evolution, a Blaziken. If we can keep that Combuskin from evolving, then we're definitely going to have a nice advantage. So he's going to come out. He's got the chain levels, and he's going to land a miss, and we get the evolution. So that was pretty lucky. Now, right here, I didn't see it at the time, I'll be honest, guys, but I should have went for the Jet Kick. I should have went for that Jet Kick on the Sableye. We could have, you know, instantly won the matchup. But, you know, Sableye is a pretty good counter to our Blaziken. You know, we could have hit Jet Kick into his gold, or our Cyclone Kick into his gold, or, you know, we could have hit our white into his purple. It just, I don't know. I thought it was a little bit too risky. I just got the evolution. I already used my max revive. So I was a little bit nervous about it, you know. But I don't know. Sometimes when you got those opportunities to instantly win the match, you need to take them. Especially when the stakes are this high to win the entire tournament. So I am going to go ahead, X speed my Sceptile. Hopefully we can get a knockout, and we do. We land the Leaf Blade. Lucky we didn't land the Stealth Hit, because then that would have been a wasted plate. So we have a lot of pressure on his side, guys. We got 1 entry point taken over. I'm going to be able to move up with this Sableye, take over that entry point. Now, he definitely needs to make something happen here, and I'm very curious to see what he's going to do. He's going to double chance, hoping for that gold into purple, and he hits the gold. So, you know, not much that we could do in that situation, but we still have our good Sableye. Now, he's got the Vibrava in the center, like above his bridge there, if you see. And not only does he have the Dark Sphere, you know, keeping us from being able to pass by his Sableye, but even if we do knock out all his Sableye, he's going to be able to hold us off with putting another figure on that corner there. And with that Vibrava being in the center, we're not going to be able to pass by. So pretty annoying to deal with. We had the entry points locked down, and now we've lost them. So I definitely think about going for the attack on this Vibrava, and if I get the stealth hit, we can jump over and surround that Sableye, but we are going to get confused, which isn't too bad for Sceptile. I'll be honest, I'm not too worried about the confusion on my Sceptile, because most of the time we're just going to be rolling into the stealth hit if we're landing Leaf Blade. But there are some, there's some odds there that it could turn out bad for us depending on the matchup. So I am going to put my Sableye up against his Combuskin. I believe he's out of X speed, so he doesn't have any more X speed. I can't pass by. I tried to. I'm like, oh yeah, the Vibrava. So we're just going to have to attack here. And he hits the Cyclone Kick. That's not good. Okay, at least we don't get knocked out. At least we don't let him get that evolution. That is, it's really annoying whenever a Combuskin can get an evolution on a Sableye. It's like, come on. So I need to work around, bring my other Sableye up so I can get rid of that Vibrava and lock this game down. Let's take this one home, and we are going to get knocked out. And he gets the Blaziken. So I have to back up. I have to back up with the Sableye. And I have my Kyogre in range to be able to take over the goal. And we do get lucky and get the knockout. Let's go. So now I think I make another misplay. I'm not able to pass by the Sableye, even if it didn't have the Dark Sphere with that Vibrava there. So I am going to go for the attack on the Sceptile, and we get the knockout. We get the knockout. Blaziken is a complete savage. He's a legend. And now we can potentially chew through all his defense, and he's going to land the Break Energy into our Cyclone Kick. Goodbye, Kyogre. Now, the only problem is our Kyogre is down to a 1 MP, so we cannot cover our goal. He is going to be able to goal block. I'm hoping for Cyclone Kick, but he is going to confuse our Blaziken. Ah, man, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Like, we're going to have to land Cyclone Kick, shift into the Jet Kick, and if we're able to do that, then we could potentially win this match. So that's what I'm hoping for. We're going to hit the Jet Kick. Confusion is really doing a number on us. He's definitely going to be moving down, with the Blaziken. So I'm going to have to back up. I have to back up. I don't want to allow him to Jet Kick in for the win. He can't Jet Kick for the win from there, and thank God, because he does land it. And we're going to have to goal block because our Kyogre is not in range. He's only 1 MP because of Primal Rage. Gives him that MP boost, but whenever we knocked his Kyogre out, we lost the Primal Rage ability, and we are going to get super lucky, shift into the Leaf Blade, into his Jet Kick, and knock that Blaziken out. Yet again, holding it down, Sceptile, thank you very much. So I'm going to press forward with this Sableye. As of right now, we can take over the entry point. But I'm not going to. I'm going to hop over here, go after his Sableye, and he's going to stop me. He's going to stop me. So I'm going to get my Kyogre in range. We've already burned our gold block, so we have to be careful. We have to be careful. His Sceptile could easily come down and knock ours out. And, I was just kind of hoping to either get a lucky knockout or just cycle him out. And he's going to move down with that Sableye. It's getting a little scary. It's getting a little scary, but we do have our good Sableye back out. Chain level 10, and we need to make something happen. So we're going to have to move our Sableye if we survive, and, he hits the stealth hit, so that was pretty lucky for us. We have a lot of defense, though. We can definitely retake our goal with the Kyogre, with our Sableye, and we hit a miss? Sableye, why do you miss so much, man? So we're going to continue to advance. We've, got a pretty good opportunity here. If we survive. Okay, he lands the confusion, so if we continue to land that tidal wave, we can shift into a dodge, and I'm good with that. So I'm not going to attack. Not just yet. Okay, that's what we want to see. Those are the rolls that we want to see. And we do get the knockout, so he's going to have to move in with his Sableye. Now, his Sableye is chain level 10 as well, level 10, so it's pretty scary. And we confuse him, so I'm going to move up with this Sableye. What's he going to do? He's going to go for the attack with Sceptile. Come on. And we get the favorable roll, shift into the stealth hit, and that is going to be GG for the first matchup. Now we are going to be 1-0. So that is amazing to be able to win that first matchup. Now he's going to have to win 2 in a row. That is no easy feat, no matter how good of a player you are. So GG to Suru. aka D Who Am I. He also has another account, D Destiny from the D Clan, and very good player. So Suru, we are 1-0. All we need to do is win one more match, and we are going to be the champ of the Gen 3 tournament. So getting into the second matchup, we're both using the same deck. I don't think there's been any changes to plates or figures, so hopefully we can make this one happen. Just win this one outright and be done with the tournament. Be done with the tournament. You know, we played this right after the first match, so, you know, we're both in it. And it looks like it's going to be starting out fairly similar to the first match. He's going to be going, you know, on the top of his bridge with that Brava, keeping us from being able to pass by. He's got the Dark Sphere. We've got the Phantom Sphere. So we're just going to be defensive as well. He's being defensive. We're trying to control the matchups. If you can control the matchups, you can generally control the entire outcome of the game with, you know, fair RNG. With fair RNG, I'll say that. Because if RNG is completely against you, then, you know, there's really not a whole lot you can do, no matter how good you pick your matchups. So we definitely gave him a free evolution on his Grovyle in the first match by advancing our Sableye. So, you know, he is going to be able to choose his matchups as of right now. We have our Sceptile and we have our Sableye in the center, but he's just kind of bouncing around. He definitely wants me to come down, but I'm not going to. I'm going to bring out my Combuskin and see what he's going to do. Okay, so he brings the Grovyle, so there's a pretty good chance that our Sableye is going to get knocked out. There's a pretty good chance of that. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to bring out the Kyogre. It is going to give his Kyogre that Primal Rage buff. And, you know, we both have that, but at least he's going to be able to come out the gate with 2 MP, and he gets the double Leaf Blade again. I'm like, come on. Because, you know, we have the same amount of chains, and we have more Sableye, so we would have actually been able to win that with one single Leaf Blade. And then he lands the Quick Attack. Oh my, but at least we get the Weak Spot kick. Because there's so many times that I cannot land the Cyclone kick, no matter how many double chances that I use. And then whenever I finally land it, of course, it's such a small chance of landing the one attack that counters the Cyclone kick, right? So, you know, he's got his Sableye up against our Blaziken. I'm going to try to hop over and move up, but he is going to block me. So, I'm going to Max Revive. Now, I will advance with the Sableye. So, you know, he's still got some X speed. There's a pretty good chance if I get too close, he's going to come out with an X speed on that Combuskin. But no, he's just going to Max Revive that Sceptile. And so I'm going to back up. I'm like, see ya. Okay, moving in with the Kyogre, yeah, because, you know, he's keeping his on the bench, which is very smart. It's generally what I try to do. Keep that Kyogre on the bench so the other opponent is at a disadvantage by having a 1 MP figure that they got to move around with. So he's going to go for the attack. We want Stealth Hit. Land that Quick Attack. He's going to get the evolution as well. So I you know, it's pretty much the same outcome as how we got our evolution for our Blaziken. So I'm just going to maneuver my Sableye. We've got pretty good defense on our goal. And I want to try to advance and try to lock down an entry point. Now, my Brava is being super annoying, not allowing us to pass by. We are going to get the knockout. That Tidal Wave is a pretty big slice, and we got a sizable gold, so I like Sableye against the Kyogre. Kyogre seems to be the better choice between Kyogre and Groudon, but it definitely is a lot weaker to Sableye. But Kyogre isn't going to be the best confused either, so... And if you've noticed, we're both using Sphere Plates. Dark Sphere, Phantom Sphere, because the Kyogres and the Groudons, and if somebody's using Rayquaza, they have break energy, so you don't want to lose your energy effects. So that's why I feel like the Sphere Plates are definitely a better choice. So I'm going to go ahead and hope that we can survive this, and we go Cyclone Kick into Cyclone Kick. That really couldn't have worked out any better. I want to get rid of this Vibrava, and we're going to land a Miss into his Supersonic, get confused. Now, if we land Will-O-Wisp, that's going to be a miss. And other than that, it's not too bad. Not too bad. And if we do land a miss, we're going to shift into the Confuse Ray. So, as much as my Sableye likes to miss, and then of course we shift into the miss. We land the smallest attack on our wheel, the Will-O-Wisp, and I'm going to X-Speed, hope for a knockout, and we do get the knockout. You know, didn't really need the X-Speed, but we definitely needed it to increase our odds of winning that roll. And it kind of sucked that it made his jet kick over there, but we are going to advance. Now, you know, I don't really like Blaziken up against the Sableye and the Vibrava. Yeah, we're going to have to get pretty lucky to knock both of those out. So I am going to maneuver around with my Sableye. I want to try to get him. He knows it. He's going for the attack, but we're going to get lucky and land our Shadow Sneak into his quick attack and get the knockout. Get rid of that annoying evolved Sceptile that is just way too strong. Way too strong. So as of right now, we're able to bypass, but no, you know, he's a good player, man. Suru is one of the best players, I think, in the game currently today. And yeah, man, he definitely, he knows how to defend. He knows how to advance. He knows when to make risks and when to be, you know, passive and when to be aggressive. So very, very good player, man. One of the best players I've had the opportunity of going up against. So, you know, we're going to advance up this side. We're going to backtrack and try to make him put that Vibrava on his entry point, or we're going to pass by. So he does. He goes and backs up his Kyogre. So I am going to cover up the goal here. We still got goal block, guys. We still have the goal block. Now, I should have attacked instead of covering up my goal, because now we're going to get surrounded, but we do confuse the Kyogre. I don't know. Confusion isn't the best for Kyogre. To be honest, he's going to dodge a lot. He pretty much has to land his Hydro Pump to shift into a miss. So yeah, Kyogre's actually like maybe even better when he's confused. I don't know. And we're going to get lucky. You know, we're already burned, so that's fine. And I definitely have my eye on that Vibrava. I wanted to attack, get the stealth hit over, possibly take over the entry point, but he sacrifices his figure so he can get his Blaziken back. We're going to get knocked out, and he is going to take the evolution. Now, if you guys remember in the first match, he didn't take the evolution into Flygon. And I'll be honest, I'm much more happy to see that Flygon, because he doesn't have that vibrating sound ability to stop us, and I feel like our Sableye counter it just as effectively as the Vibrava, so I'm good with it. I'm definitely good with it. The only thing we have to kind of watch out for is if we attack and we only got one figure on the goal, something's in range, and we attack it with a white attack, and he gets that Draco meter, he's able to make a spin. If we land a white attack of 70 damage or higher, or a miss, we do get knocked out. So Flygon's main ability is pretty much that Draco meteor, and the Flyaway is okay too. So we are going to move up. I'm good with this position we're in right now. We've got two Sableye. We still have a goal block. So I am going to be going after his Sableye, and he's going to go in for the attack. Ooh! And we are going to get knocked out. That is not good. So I decide, I don't know. I thought maybe my Blaziken, but he's got chain levels. I figure Sableye is a better matchup. Better matchup. We can go after that Kyogre with our other Sableye. Okay, so he retreats. He backs up. So, I don't know, guys, man. It's getting close. It's getting close. His Kyogre is confused, which is going to really be annoying. It's going to be a nuisance. It's going to be tough to try to knock it out with it always shifting into a dodge. And, of course, he finally hits the roll that we need, but we do not land our Shadow Sneak. That would have been a knockout. We would have been able to free up our entry point. Now, of course, we land our Shadow Sneak now, but he's going to shift into the dodge. And he's just going to be moving back and forth. He's got a little bit of time on us. Our turns are getting down. We're on turn 47. And the rules are, if you run out of turns, it's a stalemate. I would kind of like to see it to where, you know, if you do run out of turns, whoever's got more time wins. But on the featured duel playback, it doesn't show you the time. So, I don't know. I mean, you can always take the screenshots and show, like when the turns were up, what the times were, but you know, and that means a lot coming from me, because usually I'm the one who's behind on time. I'm generally the slower player in most matchups. I'm always behind on time. So he is going to land the stealth hit, thankfully, because we would have been knocked out there. And of course, Confuse Ray again. Like, come on, Sableye. We need to land our gold into his miss. He's going to stealth hit back over. I'm going to continue to beat on this door. I need to free up this entry point. And I honestly don't feel real comfortable going after that Sableye with my Blaziken because I don't want to get a status effect. And yeah, it just feels like it's too risky. So I am going to jump up. I do want to block off this Sceptile. We're going to land the Confuse Ray. Okay, so I'm not really sure what he's going to do here. I'm a little bit nervous, but he's going to go for the attack. We burn him, so that's pretty good. Now, I am going to advance with my Blaziken. I'm not going to attack. I just want to force his Sceptile back. So I'm going to attack this Kyogre again. He's going to shift into the dodge. And this goes on for some time. This is burning a lot of turns. But we caught up on time a little bit. And he goes in for the attack. He doesn't get it, so we are able to get the surround with the Sceptile. Let's go. That definitely freed up a ton of pressure. So I am going to back up with my Blaziken. Then I'm going to be able to swing my Sceptile around and advance. And maybe, just maybe, we can clutch this and win the tournament. So I am going to move up. His Sceptile is burned, so it kind of negates that evolution. But he still has some chain levels on us. Nope. We're going to take that entry point. No, actually, he's got one extra chain level into his gold, so yeah. So I'm going to back up my Sableye and just straight up attack this Kyogre to get rid of him, because in one of my matchups in this tournament, my Sableye was defending the goal against the Kyogre, lands a miss when he lands the Tidal Wave. So it was actually really good that I still had Gold Block. We've already used our Gold Block, so we have to be careful. He's going to move down with the Sceptile. I am going to go for the attack, and we do get the knockout. Let's go, boys. Now we can retake that entry point, and if we can get rid of this Kyogre, I can move my other Sableye up and hopefully, wipe his Sableye off the board. But it's 10 turns, guys. There's only 10 turns left, and we have total control of the matchup. I'm like, why isn't there more turns? Like, they should make these Hall matches with 300 turns. I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous. I'm like, man, this has been such a long match. It's like a 20-minute match, and I'm like, I don't want to lose it. So I go in for the attack, and we get it. And I'm like, dude, this would be GG if he had already used his Gold Block. But, guys, he is still holding on to that Gold Block. With only 6 turns, in most situations, I would have backed up, took the entry point again. So I have to go for it because I don't want to play another match. After being so close to winning this. And, we had to make a bad play just for the sake of hoping to win. And, yeah, we're down to 1 turn, guys. Nobody's going to win this match. It's going to go into another matchup at least. So turnover loss. It was 1-0, and it's going to remain 1-0. Nobody gets credit for that match. So GG to Suru. These matches have been insane. So guys, this is the finals. It's all come down to this final opponent, Suru. We're currently 1-0. All we need is to win one more match. And for him to win and for us to lose, he's going to have to win 2 matches in a row. Now, if you guys notice, he made a change to his deck. He got rid of the Grovyle. He's just going to go right away with Sceptile, which makes sense because, with the figures that we're using, it's a lot of RNG. So, and with getting burned or, yeah, it's just RNG. Because if he gets burned, he loses that +10 anyway. We could easily spin a double Leaf Blade where he spins a single or Cyclone kick him. So I don't know that it's worth the evolution. So I think I'm guessing that's what he was thinking about, with how the matchups have been going. So we're going to be starting defensive. We want to pick the matchups. So instead of bringing my Sceptile out, I decided to bring the Combusken. Now I've got all 3 of my Sableye on the back line. Those are going to be tough to deal with. For sure. So what's he going to do? He's going to come out with his Sableye. So I'm going to go X-Speed, guys. I'm going to go X-Speed. Hopefully he lands purple and we can just knock him out. Nope, he's going to land the gold and we're going to land our Cyclone Kick. We're going to get knocked out, sent back to the PC. Guys, if you guys are enjoying this video, definitely leave a like on the video. This whole entire tournament has been awesome. If you guys haven't seen my other matchups, definitely go check them out. Even though it's kind of a spoiler, you know we've made it to the finals. We've played some really great players, like some of the best players in Pokemon Duel today. So I'll leave them linked in the description below. Definitely go check them out. We played some great players. We played Mr. N, we played Gary Oak, we played X Dylan, or X Dylon as I like to call him. And he's gonna X-Speed. So we need gold here, and we land gold, so it's fair. Fair RNG definitely comes back. We're going to press forward with the Sableye. He's going to go on his goal, and we are going to move forward with this Sableye. And I don't know, I could have took the entry point, but I didn't really see a huge need to. And I am going to double chance. Now, you know, he could definitely stealth it with a Sceptile and knock us out, but we are going to get the knockout on that Sableye. Beautiful. He uses a max revive, and we just knock him right back out. So I'm going to move up and then take over the entry point. But I can't move over that Vibrava because I can't attack that Sableye, and he's going to block it off anyway. So I'm very curious to see what he's going to do. Okay, so he's going to move up. I can't take the entry point either. So I'm going to hop over here. I probably should have just attacked his Vibrava, but I wanted to kind of get him away from that Sceptile. I didn't want his Sceptile to be able to knock out my Sableye. So I can go in for the attack on his Sableye, but I don't know. It's risky. It's definitely risky. So he's going to go for the attack with his Vibrava. We could have easily knocked him out there. So, I was a little surprised to see that attack go off. And then we're going to miss, shift into the Confuse Ray. So now that Vibrava is confused, it's not going to be a huge deal because the way the wheel's set up, there's no miss. So it could really go either way. So he is going to press down with his Vibrava. We're definitely going to be blocking him off with our Sableye, and he's going to attack. So, he's probably just trying to cycle out. He wants to get that Combuskin back, and he does. He definitely gets it back. Now, we're in a pretty good position here. We're in a pretty good position. I can definitely go in for the double chance attack. If we can knock out this Sableye, there's a pretty good chance that we can move in. But we hit the double Will-O-Wisp. Now, he still has Gold Block, so, that wouldn't have been GG right then and there. But his Kyogre would definitely have a tough time knocking out our Sableye. He's going to X-Speed, and yeah, we really needed him to land Stealth Hit. And I don't really have any more plates to use. He's going to land Stealth Hit. I doubt he's going to take it. Yeah, he's going to press forward, but we do have a max revive, so I'm definitely going to max revive. I'm going to bring Combuskin out on the left side defensively to cover up the goal. And he's going to Stealth Hit again. He's not going to take it. So now he doesn't have any more X speed, so I'm really hoping that we can land our Cyclone Kick. And he's going to go for the double chance on our Sceptile. There we go. Don't land Cyclone, please. Yes. That was awesome. But there's a major problem. We have weight, and we are going to get that knockout. I could have easily surrounded this Kyogre. I could have taken over the entry point, but he's got the Gold Block. He's going to be able to play it. If we could have took over this entry point, this could have been game. But we've got weight, so all I can do is really just bring up this Kyogre. Now, the Kyogre's not going to be a great matchup for the Sableye, but I'm kind of baiting him down to attack. He's going to jump over. That was actually a really good play, and a misplay on my part. A misplay on my part bringing that Kyogre up, because now, he's got a pretty good chance of knocking out our Combuskin, so I want to land the weak spot kick. That's what I want to land. Thank you. Thank you. So we're able to hang on to our Gold Block. And I'm going to move in. We're going to be able to cover up the goal. Now, our Sableye next to that Sceptile is not in a good position. And we're going to shift into the miss. not even leave a status effect. So I don't know. I'm not feeling that great about our position, but at least we survive right there. So now we're going to be able to bring out some extra backup with our Sableye. So he's going to move over, and I don't know. Maybe I should have started to advance with the Sableye since I did have the gold block, but I'm going to go in for the attack. We're going to get tidal waved, and at least that's going to give his Sceptile weight, so he's not going to be able to attack our Sableye just yet, but we do give up the entry point. He's going to get that annoying Vibrava back, block us off, and I'm going to go for a stealth hit. We're going to get the knockout, but now, now we're minus 1 MP, so we still can't take over that entry point. But we are going to land the Confuse Ray. So Sceptile, hopefully, most of the time, is going to be landing Stealth Hit. He's going to go for the attack, and he's going to get the evolution into Blaziken. Like, dude, these matchups have been insane. Like, get so close, and then he fights back. You know, he puts pressure on us. We fight back. It's going back and forth. This is what Pokemon Duel, I think, is all about. The back and forth, the intensity. You know, the suspense, guys. There's a lot of suspense in this matchup, so I just want to win it, you know. But I'm good with how it goes down either way. You know, we both came very far. I think we both deserve the win based off how we're playing, and it's going to kind of come down to some RNG, I think, but we're going to get our Combuskin knocked out. I figured it was worth a shot. Go after him, hope that we landed our weak spot kick into his Jet Kick or a Cyclone Kick into his Flare Blitz. You know, we had a little bit of odds, but, you know, hey, we're going to block him off with our Sableye. That's going to allow him to advance with his Sableye. No, he's going to move over and free up the entry point, or at least try to, but we are going to get the knockout. So I think about advancing with my other Sableye, but I'm like, you know what? That Blaziken could definitely be a problem. So I take the Surround. I'm going to jump up with this Sableye, and I want to try to take that entry point over. And we're going to. We're going to take that entry point over, and I'm going to try to knock out this Kyogre. Okay, so we can't jump over. So I'm going to move up with this Sableye. We're in an okay position. Hopefully that Sceptile will continue to land Stealth Hit. There we go. Land that Stealth Hit. You know, land the Leaf Blade, shift into the Stealth Hit. And I think right there I should have probably moved up with my Sableye. But I wanted to make sure I could surround his Sableye if he decided to jump past our Sableye on that top right corner. So, you know, that was kind of the thought process behind that play. So now he's not going to be able to advance with his Sableye without attacking that Kyogre. And wow, we land the Confuse Ray again. We could have got a knockout there. That would have been pretty nice. His Vibrava is now confused. So if we can knock out this Vibrava, he's going to be forced to block us off with his Sableye, which in turn is going to allow us to advance with our Sableye and attack that Kyogre. His gold block is gone. We should be able to, we should be able to surround that Sceptile. So come on, we need a knockout here. And he's going to land the Hydro Pump. Dude, the one roll, the one attack that he needed to survive, he lands it. And oh man, I was very sad. I was very, very sad to have that go down. I'm like, oh my, like he could have landed the Tidal Wave. He could have landed the Break Energy, but he landed the Hydro Pump. And now I'm in a tough position. I'm in a tough position right here. I don't want to get my Sableye surrounded. I have to go for the attack. He's got the chains, but he landed the roll we needed in the roll. But yeah, we miss, which seems to be a common theme with our Sableye in those clutch situations. So right here, you know, it's a tough situation. So I decide to go block. We give up all offensive pressure, and now he has all the pressure. So just like that, in a couple of spins, the match has changed. We get our Sableye knocked out. We get our Sableye knocked out. He's going to be able to take over the entry point. So I'm going to bring my Combuskin out. Now, this is bad. All he has to do is move in, go for the attack. If he gets this knockout, it's pretty much GG. We land our gold, but he lands his gold, and he's got that one extra Sableye. And we have 3 Sableye, but man, we just didn't have him on the field. So my thought process here is, yeah, the Kyogre has the attack to win, but the odds of hitting it are very, very low. So I do want to attack him, hopefully hit the weak spot kick into his gold, give him weight. Then I would have had the opportunity to attack with my Sceptile, knock out that Sableye, and then I could have retaken the goal. But that is going to be GG for this match. Suru comes back strong, gets a win, and squares the tournament up to a 1-1. So the next person to win, the next matchup, is going to determine the winner of the Gen 3 tournament, the finals against Suru, 1-1. Guys, let's see how this match turns out.
3 weeks later.
So guys, after a very long intermission, about 3 weeks it took us to finally get together and play this final match. Keep in mind, he does live in India, so the time zone difference is pretty big. It's about 9.5 hours to 10.5 hours. So we were finally able to hook up, get this final match played. How is this going to turn out? The matches have been insane, and you know, it could be anybody's tournament at this point. It's 1-1, and as long as it doesn't go to a turnover loss or, you know, turnover, stalemate, or whatever, you know, this is going to be the final match. So guys, leave a like on the video if you guys are enjoying this matchup and you guys want to see more tournament play on the channel. PokeFodder is going to be putting on another tournament for YouTubers, so if you guys upload to YouTube for Pokemon Duel, definitely go join PokeFodder's Discord. Let him know you're interested in entering. It should be a lot of fun. But we got our 3 Sableye on the back line. Looks like the match is starting off how any other match has been starting off. And yeah, we just want to try to pick our matchup. So he's going to come out with the Combuskin. I could easily X-Speed. Oh, and the thing I forgot to mention, I actually did make a minor change to my deck, since the Phantom Sphere wasn't really coming into play in any of the matchups that I played. I think one match, it forced my opponent to take his Shuppet off my entry point, so I didn't come out with the Sableye and attack him, so I went with the Dark Sphere. I'm like, dude, we got 3 Sableye, he's got 2, we're not able to pass him by, it's very annoying, so I think I want to put that on my deck. So I make a huge misplay here. I move up with the Combuskin and just give him a free attack with his Sableye. So now I'm going to X-Speed. I'm going to go after this Combuskin. I want to get rid of it. And we land the quick attack into his freaking weak spot kick. Like, are you serious? So he's going to get the evolution to Blaziken right out the gate. All we have on the field is our 3 Sableye. He's going to be able to move up and advance. So I'm going to move my Sableye up to the top of the bridge. I'm going to block that Blaziken off right there. And I'm going to give myself an opportunity to bring another figure out. Now, he's still got an X-Speed, so I'm going to bring my Sceptile out. He still has X-Speed, so that's why I don't go with the Combuskin. Generally, I would definitely go with the Combuskin so I can double chance, but you know, we have to be wary of that Stealth hit. So I move up with the Kyogre. We've already expanded our Max Revive. Now here, I make another huge misplay. Well, I make 2. I should have backed up with the Kyogre first. Then I misclick and hit neither, which I could have respun with the double chance to try to cancel the Stealth hit out. So I guess, you know, 3-week intermission is, you know, a little bit to do with it. But of course he's going to land the Stealth hit. I mean, why wouldn't he land the Stealth hit? Every time I attack a Sceptile, if I have an attack that can win, he's going to land Stealth hit. So we're going to move up with the Sableye. I'm very, very frustrated at this point, but you know, RNG hasn't been great, but I've also been playing very, very poorly. I've been playing like crap. Let's just put it out there as it is. Made some horrible decisions, horrible placements, and you know, he has Gold Block. So even if I'm able to move up, now that was a misplay. I should have just moved in next to the Vibrava. This actually gives him the opportunity to backtrack with the X-Speed, and he uses the X-Speed on this Sableye. So I'm like, okay, he doesn't use the X-Speed, and I'm already here, so I'm going to go for the attack. We do knock out that Vibrava. You know, I should have hopped over. I saw it right away. I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm in range of that Sceptile. But like I said, he's got Gold Block, and there's like no way that we're going to knock out that Sceptile anyway. unless he would get really unlucky and we land Shadow Sneak into his quick attack. So I'm going to go for the Kyogre. Okay, so there we go. We actually finally do get a knockout because we do have enough Sableye on the field to negate his chain levels, and we are able to win that attack. He's going to come down. Of course, he's going to get the knockout. Now, I have no choice, guys. I got to come out and attack. He could stealth hit win. He could jet kick win. But, you know, if I would just take over my goal, odds are that, you know, we're pretty much going to lose anyway. So, of course, we land the miss. Then we land the Cyclone Kick when he lands the quick attack. Like, of course. Of course. You know, we have a tough time landing Cyclone Kick even with a double chance. I don't know. That just really put me on tilt. And then, of course, he gets the Jet Kick. So, like I said, even if we would have got that knockout, chances are he would have just attacked there and he would have been able to win. Then we go in for the attack. We have to. He's going to land the Jet Kick again. And that is going to be GG, man. That's the end of the tournament. We lose. Like, after all those insane epic matchups. Like, it ends like this. It just feels bad.
Going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression.
But, you know, a big congratulations to Suru, aka Who Am I, aka Destiny from the D Clan, one of the best players I've ever played. I believe he's reached over 4,200, maybe even 4,300. So really good player. He deserves the win. It didn't end the way that I wanted it to. Obviously, you know, I would have liked to win the tournament to make it this far. And, you know, even losing the tournament, I wish that last match would have been better. It was a little anticlimactic, you know, to lose all those rolls and then to make those just bad decisions. You know, it was just a perfect storm of bad placement, bad RNG, and we lost really, really quickly. But this was the team that get us all the way to the finals. You know, I really enjoyed this tournament. Big shout out to Pokefodder for putting it on. This has been the Gen 3 tournament. There's going to be a new tournament that Fodder is putting on. It's going to be for YouTube creators. So if you upload to YouTube for Pokemon Duel, definitely join his Discord. I'll link it below and his channel. Go talk to him. Let him know you're interested. This tournament should be really awesome and give some exposure to all the Pokemon Duel YouTubers that maybe some of us aren't aware of or haven't discovered yet. But that is going to wrap this video up. Guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this tournament. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. And until the next one, later, guys.